Right then, so Misfits 20 is this weekend, and the Wade Concept is fighting in the co-main event. Wade Plemons, obviously YouTube boxing commentator, breaks down fights on his YouTube channel at a good high level now, to be fair. And he's someone who kind of got me into the idea of wanting to talk about boxing on my channel. So I'm actually really intrigued to see how good Wade is, and I feel like breaking down his fight. To be fair, I do. It's always interesting, in my opinion, when people who talk about boxing get into the ring and showcase their skills. So yeah, and as I said, Wade's someone who got me into doing what I want to do now and talk about boxing on my channel. So I'm intrigued. So we're gonna break down what we've seen from Wade so far. We're gonna go through his opponent as well, Mosiah Warrior, from what I've been able to find of it. There is some decent stuff out on there on Wade from what we've seen. So we're gonna go through that. Let's see what he's about so far, and let's see what we see possible signs that we could see in his fight this Saturday. So yeah, let's have a look. Right then, let's go on to this first. So yeah, let's have a look at this from Wade. So yeah, obviously, as we can tell straight away, he likes to be active with his lead hand. And I feel like, Wade's a tall guy. He looks like he's got quite long reach as well. So I think straight away from the off, we're going to see Wade trying to take the pace of the fight behind his lead hand. I feel like, yeah, he's shown he has got some decent hands. He's got some decent speed, to be fair. And everything that he does is set up behind the lead hand. Yeah, got some decent quick uppercuts in there as well. Yeah, it's clear as well, he's trying to picture someone in front of him. He's trying to measure up the range, pick off his shots. That's what Wade's going to look to try and do against Mosiah. And I feel like Wade's going to be a pretty clever boxer when he's in there. And we know how well Wade knows the sport as well. Like, this guy breaks down fights for a bloody living. Like, he knows the sport inside out. And I feel like he's going to translate, that overall fight IQ into this fight against Mosiah Warrior. And, Wade's learning on the job. I mean, I don't know how long he's been really doing boxing for in a training camp wise, especially. I'm not 100% sure how long he's been training with BJ Flores for, but that's also a big thing as well. He's been training with BJ Flores, who he's been training a few YouTube boxers and he's had some success. Obviously, Jake Paul, he's been training, got some decent success with him in some of his fights. Tristan Ham, he's been training, and there's some sparring footage with Wade with him. Josh Bruckner as well. So, so far BJ's had some decent success with some of these YT boxing guys, and now Wade's gone over to him. So I think that's an interesting choice of trainer from Wade. And I think that's something which can definitely, help him, increase at a good speed in boxing. But yeah, some decent level changes there with the level change feints. I think that's pretty good from Wade. Yeah, you can tell he's got that good, long, straight backhand as well. It looks quick. He looks like he has got some good pace behind that backhand. I feel like he's gonna have to bring in this pace to the fight. I feel like he's gonna have to be the quicker guy, because from what we've seen from Mosiah, which I'll get on to now. Let's have a quick look at this. Because you can't tell me, looking at this, that this man is not juiced up to the gills. This man is on something without a shadow of a doubt. He's a strong guy, but he's 100% juiced up. This guy is 100% juiced up. And one thing about it as well is he is probably going to be pretty stiff. And, this is on here as well. He looks stiff when he's throwing those hooks. He looks stiff. Yeah. You can't tell me he's not juiced up. He is very clearly juiced up. And if Mosiah is smart in any way, I feel like he's going to possibly grab a hold of Wade at times and try and bully him in those clinches. I feel like it's clear to see Mosiah will be the stronger guy. But, he's going to be stiff compared to Wade. I feel like, one thing with Wade, I feel like, he's shown good hand speed. I feel like he's going to be able to measure range well. I feel like his footwork is questionable at times, though. I feel like at times he does look a little bit stiff with his footwork. I wasn't actually showing the clip when when I said that. But yeah, I feel like at times he might look a little bit stiff with the footwork at times. That's what I think could be something that Wade might be working on in his game. And obviously, Wade's just showing what he wants people to see at the end of the day. And this is a short clip to break down. But anyway, that's what Wade does. He breaks down ridiculously short clips for about 25 minutes. Again, let's have a look at Wade sparring. So you can tell as well here, he's trying to, stick his lead hand on the head of his opponent, trying to measure that range, sticking his lead hand up quite a lot. And yeah, again, those level changes, we saw that from Wade in his shadow boxing. He's going to be looking down to the body, and then hopefully he can come right upstairs with a good, quick backhand. And that's what Wade looks like. He has a good, solid, quick backhand. Yeah, there we go. Trying to loop that one in over the top. But yeah, look as well, I feel like he's trying to measure that range as well, because that guy came in with a double jab. Wade was able to stick his lead hand out. Looked like he was able to evade it. It's in slow motion, luckily, they put it in. But yeah, again, Wade's lead hand's out. He's trying to, try and push his opponent back behind that lead hand when he's coming forward with it. Try and take center ring. Measure that range up. And then that just bloody came up. Here we go. That's what we want. Stick that lead hand out. Jab to the body. Comes over with a good looping backhand. And yeah, he looks like he manages range well, to be fair. I mean, I don't know how good this guy is who he's sparring with, but Wade looks like he has a decent range management, in my opinion, definitely. I feel like a thing is, though, I mean, from what we've seen, he does kind of like to come forward in a straight line. Not really any angle changes there, but at this level, you wouldn't really fully expect that anyway. Let's have a look at this. It's only... But yeah, comes forward with that jab. He does like to drop his lead hand, though. And I feel like I don't think that's going to cause him too much of an issue here. And I do feel like as well, it is a style where he's going to, you do imagine him to be a kind of guy who does come forward and with that lead hand down. And he is, and I feel like he can evade the shots, though. Come forward with that lead hand down, sticks it up. It might be an issue at times when he's up against someone better than what Mosiah Warrior is. I mean, I don't know how good Mosiah Warrior is, but you never know. He could get caught with a counter at times when he does come in after that jab and drop that lead hand. Again, I mean, yeah, again, like Tristan Am, if he could have pulled back and counter there, to be fair. I mean, again, it is a style, and, Wade's only putting out what he wants us to see. But yeah, as I said, he is putting out what he wants us to see only. And, it's a style that clearly worked for him. And I think, he's probably decent at being able to get out of range on his feet quickly. I mean, that's what he needs to be. So that way, his opponent isn't able to pull back a decent backhand and counter it. But yeah, I feel like Wade, from what we've seen in these sparring clips, he's taken center ring well. He seems like as well in this clip, he's working on trying to cut off the ring from what we've seen. He's working on trying to cut off the ring. That's what he's going to need, because Mosiah's a stronger guy. He's going to have to try and back him up and cut off the ring, back him into the corner, and then try and pick off his shots and try and loop in a good backhand. That's what I think Wade's going to do. It's interesting. It's interesting, in my opinion. I mean, here I've got another video from Mosiah Warrior from what we could see from him in this fight. I mean, it's only bag work. He's been very quiet about what he's been wanting to put out. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Bit of training footage from Mosiah. Again, I feel like a lot of Mosiah's training camps has been him lifting weights and probably juicing up. He is clearly juiced up. Very, very, very clearly. He looks stiff there. I'm not going to lie. He looks stiff. I expect Wade to beat him. I mean, again, he's someone who's also putting out what he wants us to see. But from just what we've seen on the bag, I mean, look at him here. He's a bit square on. mean, he looks all right there, but again, I feel like his movement is stiff. I feel like his movement's going to look very stiff. I'm not going to lie. I expect Wade to win. Wade's actually got some pretty quick hands, and from what we've seen, he's definitely improved. He's definitely improved a lot, to be fair, from when he was first putting clips out. I expect Wade to win this fight. I think it's going to be quicker, and overall as well, I feel like he's going to be much smarter than what Mosiah is as well. So far from what we've seen, I think it's pretty positive from what we've seen from Wade in his training. Obviously, there's stuff to improve on. There is for bloody everyone at the end of the day. No one's perfect. Not even the top guys are perfect. But yeah, I think what Wade's best at coming into this fight is managing range. I feel like he's got a good quick backhand. I feel like some things that he might need to improve on is, working on trying not to get counters, because that could be a slight issue. I'm not 100% sure fully on how quick he is on his feet, but that is something. But again, I feel like, that backhand looks quick. I feel like overall, he looks like he has some decent flow in his shots as well. And from what we've seen in that little quick clip against Tristan, is being able to cut off the ring all right. And also as well, Wade looks like he quite likes to take center ring. And that's what he needs against a bigger guy. Try and back him up, take center ring, get that lead hand going, use your advantages to your advantage, such as, using his range and, using his height to his advantage. That's what Wade needs to do, and that's what I think he will do. So, yeah, I'm hoping for a Wade win. Let's see what happens. But, yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.